men and women of full age without any limitation due to race, nationality, or religion have the right to marry and to found a family. They are entitled to equal rights as to marriage, during marriage, and at its dissolution. The family is a natural and fundamental group unit of society and is entitled to protection by society and the state. I wonder how many of us know that this is Article 16 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Many of us do not understand, probably do not know what constitutes as human rights of every individual or people across nations. This is the document that I have in front of me. Is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. A document of the United Nations that was declared or proclaimed decades ago in the year 1948. This particular Article 16 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights intrigued me. And to understand what actually human rights of people mean. This Universal Declaration of Human Rights that has been adopted decades ago probably does not find its mention amidst the cultural, national, legal backgrounds across nation around the world. How much of this Universal Declaration of Human Rights has a legal validity, official, state or non-state, priority in our decision making, policy making, socio-political, economic and religious actions. How much of this Universal Declaration of Human Rights finds its background, its manifestation, and its legal validity among nations, the nations, heads of state, the nations, governmental institutions, in the governance of the people. Hello, and welcome to Square Media Network. My name is Saranjan, and I'm a journalist. Excuse me for my fumble, for my pause, while I deliberate upon the pressing issues that matters to every individual and people across the nation. As a journalist, I find it my duty, my responsibility, my liability, my karma to talk about these very pressing issues like human rights, peace, equality, justice, liberty, and freedom. That forms the basic principles of laws across the nation and is well documented in the law books across nations, but are somewhere lost, infringed, deprived, ignored, denied. Maybe, may not be, by the very state, by the very governmental institutions that are established as per the law to uphold this law, to serve the people. failing of these laws and basic principles of human rights not only just takes away the life away from people, but inflicts irreparable, damaging, destructive impact on the very people across the nations, irrespective of race, creed, religion, gender, nationality, place of birth, language, community, class. It is very important that is basic human rights that form the basis of laws across the nation are not only just upheld, honored, respected, but must be defended, supported, protected, safeguarded, secured, assured to every individual and people across nations. These are not just universal declaration of human rights. These are the fundamentals of humanity and questions of existential and survival, lifelines of people. These are well documented. Rights in black and white that are not only just put in law books but are in public discourse, which most of us know and have studied. Look at that. There are 31 basic human rights that has been documented in this Universal Declaration of Human Rights, a document of the United Nations. Article 1. All human beings are born free, equal in dignity and rights. Article 2. Everyone is entitled to all the rights of freedom. Article 3. Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of person. Article 5. No one shall be subjected to torture or to cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment or punishment. Article 7. All are equal before the law and are entitled, without any discrimination, of equal protection of the law. Article 8. Everyone has the right to an effective remedy. Article 9. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile. Article 11. Everyone charged with an penal offence has a right to be presumed innocent. I repeat, innocent until proved guilty. No one shall be held guilty of any penal offence on account of any act or omission which did not constitute a penal offence. Article 13. Everyone has the right to freedom of movement. Everyone has the right to nationality. Article 15. This is a very interesting article. Article 16, which I just read. And I wonder how much of this ever finds a mention in the mainstream of policy making, decision making, justice system, equality before the law. The family. I'm reading Article 16, Para 3. The family is a natural and fundamental group unit of society and is entitled to protection by society and the state. This is a major human right of any human being across nations in a family system. Article 19. Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. Article 20. Everyone has the right to freedom of peacefully assembly association. Everyone has the right to work, free choice of employment. Article 23. Article 28. Everyone is entitled to a social and international order in which the rights and freedoms set forth in Declaration can be fully utilized. Everyone has the duty to the community in which one alone and free full development association possible. Article 29. These are the basic fundamental human rights that belongs to every individual, men, women, and people across nations. And these human rights, as per the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, have been documented based on the laws of nations across the world. But why does this human rights are not honored, respected? Is a matter of deep concern for all nations, state governments, governmental institutions, the heads of the state, the presidents of the nation, the prime ministers of nations, the lawmakers, the law courts of law, the law executives, to understand these human rights that are the basis of laws across the nation, and that has been guaranteed as per the laws of the nation. but are infringed, ignored, denied, forgotten, subdued when it comes to action, execution, policy making, decision making in the justice system, in guaranteeing livelihoods, safeguarding lives of people, safeguarding right to life of the people. We need to understand, especially people who are appointed, who are positioned, who are elected, who are nominated, who are selected to head nations, to govern the government institutions, to follow, uphold, safeguard these human rights as a law, as a responsibility, as a accountability and duty. These human rights are not just same and equal to every individual and people of all nations, but are also similar. And it belongs to them. These human rights laws, this belong to the people of the nation. No authority, no state, no nation, no governmental institution, no lawmakers, no courts of law, no law executives have the prerogative, discretionary power to fail these laws, to deny these human rights that are guaranteed to every individual and people, to overpower them, to overrule them. It spreads not just negativity and toxicity among the society, in the society, but sets a dangerous precedent for future generations. It inflicts inhumanity, injustice, inequality, illegitimacy. This is just a wondering question of how a president of a nation can order genocide in another nation, can order killing of innocent people, killing of innocent women, children. What moral values, what human values, what authority, what legitimacy, as per the rule based world order, does any head of a nation, a president or a prime minister, has to act on such draconian grounds, inhuman acts of cruelty? What happens when across nations around the world, the very governmental institutions, the heads of the states, call it the legislative, the executive, the judiciary. What happens when the lawmakers, when the courts of law, the law executives, who are meant to protect the people, who are meant to protect humanity, who are meant to safeguard rights of life for people across the nation, to maintain a world order, to maintain world peace. When these very institutions fail the people, fail the nation, fail the laws of the nation, what is the future that the world will have? Power and the law, it belongs to the people. It is for the people. It is for to serve the people across nations. And this power should not be misused to kill people, to threaten people, to take away their lives, livelihood, to deny them justice, equality, and liberty and freedom, to put people behind bars and jails and in prison, incarcerate people. Hope we all, as nations and people, and especially people who are in power, the governmental institutions, the presidents and president prime ministers, the ministries, the global institutions like United Nations, plethora of governmental institutions who and which are collapsing around the world start to rethink on what humanity, human rights, and humans mean. Hope these human rights that form the basis of the laws across the nation and are the fundamental rights of every individual and people across the nation are safeguarded, protected, honored. Let us all, no matter whether you are a president or a prime minister, or you are a lawmaker, or you are a justice, or you are a judge of courts of law, or you are a policeman, or a military man, or an armed force, or you are a navy, or you are an air force, you are an army, you are heavily armed people, military. Your duty, rules, responsibility, accountability lies in defending, protecting people, not making the lives of people miserable. Let us all work towards peace with humanity and nature. Do you excuse me? firmer, firmer, lower, voice level. Hope to bring more such pressing issues in various episodes of A Point of View. This is Aranjan signing off. Take care. God bless.